Alright, I am at the seller's house right now. The computer's over there, right in the driveway. The seller's mom was gonna leave it in the driveway because she was at a friend's house. So I'm gonna go pick it up. I'll keep the mic on me, but just in my hand. Actually, looks like it's really good condition. There's no motherboard backplate. Yes, so this is custom built. How are you? Damn. I'm gonna pop the trunk. Okay, so for $125, this is... Yeah, I guess I can't complain. Okay, so I was looking at a few things already, and this looks like it's going to be a great system. For 125 bucks, this is a literal steal. Like, bro, actually, like, arrest me. Like, we got the PC, a C in the lab, and there are some things we gotta point out in pros and cons. So, actually, one second. Alright, fellas, let's do a proper transition. Okay, so this computer oh, that transition was a little rough, I guess. So this computer right here was $125, and as you can see, I mean, in the front at least, I mean, the value looks like it's through the roof, and honestly, it is. So right here, you see the RTX 3050. Right above it is a Ryzen 5 3600, which means there's an AM4 platform that I got with this build. It's so the upgradability is, it's all there. Got 16 gigs of RAM running in dual channel. There's no option for quad channel though, so that kind of stinks, but it is what it is. Stock AMD cooler, that's probably alright for something like a 3600, but as you go higher, as you overclock, you probably want something like an AIO, but you got the space for it around here. Bunch of cooling fans, a Monotech case, my bad. I've seen these before. It was in the trash can. No, it actually was, but I don't have anything against Monotech cases. Actually, look at this. This is the coolest thing I've ever seen. You got a 600 watt a thermal take, I believe. Yeah. PSU. I don't know if it's modular or non-modular. I'll check on that though. Oh, it also has a 1TB M.2 SSD. So I mean, this should be a really good experience. Okay, so what are the cons I'm talking about? Really, just the presentation of it, and the motherboard. So, well, first, as you can see here, this motherboard is older than like everything I've ever seen. Also, he kind of had a rough time putting this GPU in here, and also I don't know what this is exactly doing, but I actually can't use one of those ports with this in this place, so let me just try to... Yeah, and then there was quite a bit of damage here. I hope nothing done to the GPU. Now let's check on the back. Okay, so after, well, I guess he didn't like backplates too, actually. It is a non-modular power supply, and he didn't exactly like cable management that much. You could have just stuffed this all under here, and zip ties aren't really the most prevalent thing down here. Also, how much RGB is in this? Except for that, I mean, it's just, back here is a bit of a mess. It really is a disaster. Alright, you guys know the drill. Oh, jeez. Every time I do something back here, it's absolutely terrifying because of how there's nothing screwed in, pretty much. Alright, and the moment we've all been waiting for. That is that RGB is crazy. Dude, it just like lit up that whole part of my room. Yo, that's actually like a sick case though. Alright, let's even post. That's like the most important part. Story time. Okay, sorry for the bad video quality. I'm on like an old webcam at my house editing the video, and I don't really do stuff here. So I'm not going to show you like me doing everything because it just hurts to watch it, and editing it is going to take literally hours. So basically, I just searched for the problem. This thing would not post no matter what I did. I replaced virtually every single part in the computer except for the motherboard and PSU, and of course the case. I checked on the wiring, except for one, and I just couldn't figure it out. That was until I got to the CPU power, and for whatever reason, one of the 4-pin cables was just not working, so I kind of just replaced it with the other side of it, and it just automatically worked. So, the thing about this, the seller apparently was trying to pull a fast one on me, and knew that it didn't boot, but didn't know that I fixed it, or it could be fixed. Now, let's see what he said when I told him I fixed it. Okay, this is interesting. So I told the guy it's functional because he was trying to help me out, and he said, "How? So it good?" Wait, and I said, "Yeah, it's all good, running Windows 10. But he was surprised. What? I'm gonna hide his location. Okay, so he said, so what'd you have to do? And I said, I did a repaste. You know, it looks like the person who last installed the cooler left the plastic in it as something burned because it was black. And messed around with the CPU power cables, and of course did a few other things, but eventually that's what fixed it. Honestly, I hope he comes clean if he did scam me, because that I would absolutely, God tier video title. He said, "Could I see?" Okay, well, okay, last pause. He definitely scammed me, or tried to. He said, "I got another good deal for you. 3060 Ryzen 7, 32 gigs of RAM." He said, "Would you like to buy?" All right. Besides how sketchy that was, and the fact that I know his home address, he said, "Wait, but what was wrong with it? Like, how did you fix that?" That's exactly how he said. I told him twice, just so you know. You said, "Oh shit, damn, you good." I swear. I guess you can say he was definitely trying to pull a fast one on me there. Regardless though, when I replaced the CPU inside, I didn't know how stupid AMD cooling coolers were. I didn't realize how stupid the mounting configuration for that was, so I had to use like Hulk smash force and probably bend half the case in the process of me screwing this thing back in. And the first time you do that, you don't really screw it back in because, well, you don't feel like it's normal when you're doing that. So when I show you these temps for the first time, as you see on screen right now, obviously I had to go back in there and reset it, and that's why, again, I don't want to edit that down because it's done another 37 minutes. With it all this shortened down to about a minute and a half, all these like several hours of me this night just working on this thing, let's game on this $125 PC. Okay, and after roughly 15 to 30 business days and a failed benchmark before this, we're running Spider-Man Miles Morales with very high settings, no RTX, frame generation, and DLSS quality, and holy cow! We are fully GPU bound, CPU running at 4.2 GHz and 100 of refresh rate. This is a high refresh rate experience we're seeing. I mean, this is just awesome. I mean, this is great. You can almost max out a 144 Hz monitor this entire time, and you probably are. Okay, well, let's try some RTX, you know? Try some of the good RTX stuff. Okay, after calibrates, if you will, I mean, over 60, but I feel like with the frame generation and DLSS, it does look really smudgy and bad. But hey, it's doing ray tracings. This is great. Let's move on to something more typical for the channel. Well, what else did you think? Okay, so we're running Fortnite at unlimited frame rate, NVIDIA DLSS quality. We're also running no RTX, pretty much epic settings from there, and the global illumination and reflections that are not RTX based, and some on pulse boost reflex latency. So if you guys ever questioned it, the reason I record with my camera on the monitor when I'm doing benchmarks is because I don't have a capture card, and I don't want to mess up the performance in any way. I wanted to get it, you know, all accurate, and plus, getting it from there to my other computer where I edit is also a little rough. So I'll hop into some Battle Royale in a second, but right now in creative, we are, well, we're pretty much CPU bound in the 90s. I mean, I wish to see some more out of that 3600, but you know, it's okay. Yeah, I mean, this is great. I mean, we're running pretty much full settings except for RTX, and you know, for the 3050, this is definitely great. All right, so Battle Royale out here, driving around the car, and I did turn off shadows. I played with them before, and we were getting just about 20 less FPS. But I mean, this is great. I mean, moving in the car, we're jumping under 100. But usually, I mean, I am pleasantly surprised. We are mostly CPU bound. I mean, GPU bound. This is fantastic. Got a few kills here. Let's see if I can get this medallion guy. Dead. Yes. What does that do? You were infused with unlimited nitro. Oh, I don't know what that means. I might actually kill this guy. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, well, the conclusion of this video, I am pleasantly surprised. At the end of the day, we got everything, but you know, when it's all said and done, the kid tried to scam me, but he was surprised that he didn't. Yeah, it all worked. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, if you did in fact enjoy this video, you know, a subscription would be highly appreciated, and I'll drop another suggestion for you in just a second. Hope to see you there, and goodbye.